Welcome to Kiss the Reviews. I'm Armando. That's Corey. And today we're doing 2009's Friday the 13th. Before we get started, if you want to follow me or Corey on Twitter, you could follow me at Junior D's. You could follow Corey at Corey_Idol. And as always, if you want to follow the show, you could follow us at Kiss the Reviews on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter.
What?
Social media AF. So let's get into the cast of Friday the 13th, 2009's reboot. This film stars Jared Padalecki as Clay Miller, Amanda Righetti as Whitney Miller, and Derek Mears as Jason Voorhees.
I like it. I like a nice short cast.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously others.
There really isn't, though. Their names are Tits and Ass.
Hell yes.
Some of these movies, and especially horror.
What do you mean, these movies?
I'll tell you what I mean. Some of these movies do need reboots, just for the simple fact of the look and feel. And I know when you talk to horror fans and, the OGs are the best. And yes, they are undeniably so. But sometimes you just need an update when you get into these reboots. And I think this one definitely deserved it. And this was almost just like, this was a reimagining, if you will. It sums up at the beginning, the first one. And then we're right into the second one.
Yeah, if you wonder where the extra 20 minutes comes from in this movie, because it's a bit longer than an hour and a half, this is where.
You were right.
I was bored in the recap with Betsy Palmer doing the to kill him, Jason, kill him for mom. Yeah. Great. Been there a million times, Chief. Don't need it anymore. But then once we got into the camping scene, I was actually astounded that the title card didn't come up until the end of that. You know what I mean? I just thought I missed it while Betsy Palmer was talking because I was so fucking epically bored.
But this one opens with, like we said, you have like the pre-everything. You got Mrs. Voorhees being beheaded by the camp counselor as she's trying to escape. And young Jason picks up the machete and the film cuts to present day. And this is where you get the group of friends going to Crystal Lake. And again, reboot and reimagining and updating things. They're going to Camp Crystal Lake to look for cannabis plants that are growing wild in the woods around there. And if there was anything like new about it, this was it.
Oh, yeah, like the camp is closed, the town's dead still, nobody goes into those woods. And there is the legend that they're telling around the campfire about Jason, and he went crazy. And this is my only problem is they hit the local lore so perfect what the actual story is. You know what I mean? Like, it's an urban legend that you've heard at least fourth or fifth hand.
Yeah.
Some of the details should be murky. You're like, his mom popped up in a blue turtleneck and started swinging axes at people. And then Teddy got one through the eye, and Kevin Bacon was fucking this chick, and he died. It's like, dude, how do you know all of this? That's not how urban legends work in any way.
And somebody told me that Kevin Bacon didn't know how to dive into the lake. It was really weird. It was awkward, and like, slow down with the details, guy.
Yeah, like you gotta make them at least. We know the story, so it's fine. Have them be dumb. That's the point.
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's the one thing I wish they would have done here is just made it a little bit more vague, because the people that are going to the film, nobody's going to see Friday the 13th, the reboot, if they hadn't already seen at least one of the movies before. So again, like you said, we all know the story. So it's almost like the Spider-Man movies. We don't need how he became Spider-Man in every fucking movie. We all know that's why we're there. So
Same with Batman. You hit the nail right on the head there, bud.
Yeah.
That is 100% accurate.
You were correct.
I'll say this real quick before we move much past the camping scene. Boob jobs have come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Because these titties are fake as fuck.
Oh, across the board, yes.
And it's like, hey, I'm a wild 20-year-old girl in the woods. Look at my $10,000 boob job. Get the fuck out of here. I pay $10K per titty. Aren't they perfect? It's like, yeah. And you're 36.
Yeah.
I have zero problem with gratuitous nudity. It is a staple of horror movies, especially.
Yes.
That being said, show me something natural, like ass with some stretch marks. You know what I'm saying?
Or he's like, I want oranges and socks. That's what I want. So we then cut to dude pissing in the woods, finding the bunch of marijuana plants out there. He's super excited because they're going to be rich and whatnot. And then we see a grown-ass Jason showing up, and he systematically kills everyone. He kills Wade taking a piss in the woods, the couple banging, and then he goes after the couple taking their free tour of Crystal Lake. And he ends up killing everyone except for Whitney, who he takes prisoner because she looks like mommy. And with that, and obviously, if you haven't seen it, spoiler, they cut when he's about to, machete the shit out of Whitney, and then you find out later that he takes her prisoner. But from the beginning, and this is one of the things, and I know people who maybe aren't like huge horror movie fans, but they like horror movies. They typically don't like the Friday the 13th because a lot of them they got a little loose. They were like loose and fast as the franchise progressed. But the one thing I always respected about this franchise was, we've talked about it in the other horror movies we've done, the creative kills. Jason is literally one of the most creative when it comes to kills. The one chick he hangs upside down in the sleeping bag above the fire, the bear trap, like some of these kills are fantastic.
And they always use practical effects. I know we preach this constantly.
Yeah.
And this is one thing I am totally in line with the horror snob community, because all of them work here, especially like when he's caught in the bear trap and he's tearing his fucking leg off and then the machete right into his dome.
Yeah.
That was dope AF. And one of the greatest kills, and I can't believe with all of the camping movies, there's a crazy killer on the loose at the campsite. Nobody zipped a bitch up in a sleeping bag and put them over a campfire. That shit was amazing.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, how there is no way out of that.
Yeah.
She was stuck.
Yeah. There was another sleeping bag kill in one. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3. But in one of those earlier Friday the 13th, there is one, and it's for me, it's probably one of my favorites because I think I laughed out loud when I saw the kill, where it's the girl, she's in the sleeping bag, and Jason zips it up, and then just starts swinging at the tree like a fucking baseball bat. Like, that one was super original and awesome, but the girl in the sleeping bag hanging over the fire was incredibly original and creative. So after this, it cuts to 6 weeks later. Trent, his girlfriend Jenna, and their friends go to Trent's summer estate on Crystal Lake. And they run into Clay at like the local grocery shop place. And Clay is looking for his missing sister, Whitney. Obviously, Trent is a dick in this whole interaction because of one reason. His name is fucking Trent. I have never met, and I'm sorry if your name is Trent, but I have never met a Trent who isn't a total douchebag.
Yeah, even Trenton, New Jersey sucks.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is.
We've had a couple comments recently about people like Trent and how we would deal with them in real life, right? Because we talk a lot of shit on the show. And I have to say that the shit we talk on the show is exactly how we would deal with them in real life. Because we got stories about how we deal with Trent and around us.
Yes.
And I've come to realize it's a Gen X thing. Because Clay just lets him slide on being a dick. And his girlfriend just lets him slide on being a dick. All the time.
Yeah.
That shit when we were coming up in the 90s never would have happened.
No.
If I'm fucking handing out flyers for my missing sister and fucking Backstreet Boy walks up to me talking that attitude, he's getting knocked the fuck out.
Hell yes.
Trent is the living embodiment of why there are soft date rape and anti-abortion laws in this country.
We then get the group arriving at Trent's house, and he seems like a great dude to hang out with. Don't put your feet on the table. You're getting beer all over the floor. That's an outdoor game. Don't break daddy's chair. I wanted to put this in his fucking suckhole so freaking bad. Like, there has not been, and I know we've talked about characters that you want to die in these horror movies just because they're awful people. Trent tops the list of those people in horror movies for me.
Oh, this movie is quickly becoming Baron Trump Goes to Camp Crystal Lake.
And by the way, I know they're like, oh, Trent's family is rich and his dad has a lot of money, and you have an estate on Camp Crystal Lake. By all accounts, because we also have Clay going door to door and handing out flyers, trying to find his missing sister and yada, yada. Every other house around this area is a rundown redneck hillbilly wet dream, except for Trent's house. That's the only one. It's like his dad used to have money. And now it's like, hey, we found this really cheap estate. Like, it's huge. Back when it was really nice in this area. So we're going to hold on to it because the mortgage on it is really cheap.
Yeah, he probably had to do that because all the times Trent got him in trouble. He had to pay off police and judges and all kinds of shit.
Exactly. So, and I got a quick don't do that for all the Trents of the world.
Don't do that, it's not good for you.
Hi, Trent. So you've invited friends, or your girlfriend's friends is pretty much what it seems like here. But you've invited them to your house, and you have nice things and a nice vacation home and yada, yada, yada. And you want to show off all the goods to impress people for whatever reason. Okay, there's your motivation. Don't care, but that's where we're at now, right? Don't invite people to your place, whether it's your home, a vacation home, or whatever, if you're an uptight prick. Okay? Don't put your feet on the table. You're spilling beer on the floor. You're having a party. They have a 3-foot bong in your house. There's gonna get shit broken and spilled everywhere this whole weekend. If you don't know that, fuck you. You deserve everything you get.
It's not me. This guy's being a dick.
Yeah, I really didn't get too upset at Trent like that because I realized very quickly this was a massive piece of fiction because Trent would never hang out with two minorities in real life.
You were correct.
He's not inviting the Asian and black kid up to his fucking weekend vacation home that is pristine and beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
If one of those kids even looked at his dad's favorite chair, his dad would have to burn a cross.
And then Clay ends up at Trent's douchebag crib where Trent puffs his chest like he's gonna do something. And then Jenna agrees to help him look for Whitney, and they hop on his motorcycle or they go walking or whatever the hell they do here.
Corey's Life Lessons.
Hi, ladies. Uncle Corey here. So you've reached the end of your rope with your partner, and you've realized they're a dickhead, and you want out. Grow the fuck up and get out of it yourself. Don't invite Sam Winchester into the house to have him start duking it out with the fucking guy you don't like anymore. So you have an excuse to leave with that guy and yada, yada, yada. You're playing the long con, bitch. And nobody here deserves that. Not even Trent. Trent doesn't deserve the ass whipping you're about to deliver on him because you want to break up or you want out of the relationship. But your hands need to stay clean.
So we then cut to this redneck that Clay had gone to before while he was looking for his sister. And he's getting high and he licks a girly magazine. He tries to bang the mannequin upstairs in the attic. And then this is where Jason pops out, slits his throat. And this is where Jason finds the goalie mask. And he checks himself out in the mirror, as you should. Even Jason wants to make sure his shit looks dope.
Oh, yeah, he needs a tight fit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be wearing it for the next, 40 years. Got to make sure that shit's looking right.
I wanted to see Jason,
Gave it a little tilt to the side.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, so he checks himself out in the mirror and he's like, I look fucking awesome. Let's go murder some teenagers. So Jason then kills Chelsea and Nolan while they're out on Trent's boat doing some topless wakeboarding. And the kills here are fantastic. You get the classic kill with Chelsea because this is probably one of my favorite, Nolan's driving the boat. He takes the arrow to the back of the head and then just puts that shit in overdrive and then hits her with the boat as she's in the water.
Dude, talk about the whack. Holy shit, the sound that made.
Dude, fiberglass on skull is not fun.
No, and she should have been the one dating Trent because she can take a hit like nobody's business.
Absolutely. But then she's like, ow, my head's bleeding profusely. I need to get to shore. So she sees Jason. She finally, goes underwater, swims under the dock, and you see Jason walking. And this is the classic Jason kill. This is this is the ode to Jason, as she's like, okay, he's gone. He went away. And then you get the floop right through the dock into the head. And my favorite is it's not just the kill and then the cutaway. It's the kill and then he pulls it back up through the thing. And then she just goes floop right into the water.
Yep.
That is, if you had to describe Friday the 13th to somebody, that 20-second scene is exactly what I would show them. This is Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, and this is a great cautionary tale for anyone. Don't water ski without your clothes on of any sort. Yes. Nobody wants to die with their dick or titties out.
That's vulnerable as fuck. You can't do that.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
Clay and Jenna then go to the old Camp Crystal Lake. They see Jason hauling a body into an abandoned cabin, and then they run back to Trent's to warn the others. And when they get to the house, Lawrence is about to jerk off to a Better Homes and Gardens magazine. Listen,
he's a 15-year-old Armando.
Dude. Yeah, but 15-year-old Armando didn't have a high-speed internet and smartphones, okay? This was 2009. The internet existed. High-speed internet existed. Why are we jerking off like the Amish? What are we doing here? Lawrence is the first thing you're doing in 2009, you're going into your pocket ooh, beep, boop, 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 beep, Pornhub. You're not going to whatever, Susie Homemaker magazine is on the goddamn coffee table.
You were right.
Yeah, dude, I have to completely disagree with you here. You don't know what his economic situation is. He could just be friends with Trent and a poor college student, and he is required or has been forced to his whole life to jerk off old school. And that's just the only way it's going to happen these days.
Jason then finds Chewie in the tool shed. He brutalizes him. And he then heads to the house, catches a little peep show with Bree and Trent. And then
this is a good sex scene.
It was a decent sex scene. I'll agree. It was a good sex scene. With that said, this is exactly, not that I would picture Trent having sex, but this is exactly what I would picture with Trent having sex.
Oh, yeah, that's why it's so great. All he has is this. hot, amazingly put together, beautiful woman on top of them, riding him, and all he can go is, "Your tits are stupendous."
Don't do that, it's not good for you.
Hi, Trent, again. So your girlfriend goes off with somebody, and then you find somebody else, and she's willing to have sex with you. Awesome, guy. Good for you, man. Good for you. Everybody needs something like that to happen in their lives, right? This is what you don't do.
Your tits are stupendous. You got perfect nipple placement, baby.
Don't use the word stupendous while you're banging. That's just, can we just do the guy thing, okay? Sweat, breathe heavy, and then it's done. Too much talky from the guy. Like, the girl can talk all she wants. She can say literally anything she wants. Just let her do that.
Hell yes.
I don't know. I like to show off my vocabulary while I'm pumping.
Yeah, we know you do, Corey. Corey's like, I read 4 books today.
Mm-hmm. My epididymis is erect.
Jason then kills Lawrence with the flying axe to the back after Lawrence goes out to check on his friend Chewie. And then Bree eats it upstairs after Jason's shifty ass sneaks into the house. So Jason, he sets up all these traps and yada yada. Camp Crystal Lake. He's been there for a minute. Okay? For all accounts, he's like 50 at this point, right? Mm-hmm. So he's had time to build his little tunnels and the bells and the tripwires and all kinds of shit. Like, cool. You're innovative. You're great. Love you. How the fuck does he get up on the roof so goddamn fast? He throws the axe, he kills Lawrence, and then Trent goes and looks out the window and he's like, the hell's going on? And Jason up on the roof.
Oh yeah, he did some Cirque du Soleil shit. That's that's the one thing that's almost absurd. And I know it's a Jason, Friday the 13th, blah, 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 but we got to have some sort of context, right? Or world building. And in this, he's a teleporting demon?
Yes.
I think Jason has a smartphone. He went to YouTube. He learned like some parkour skills and he got up on the roof. I don't think that's too big of a stretch. So a cop then shows up at the house and he takes a fire poker to the head at the front door. Trent grabs his gun, starts freaking out and literally shooting everything. He's shooting shit in the closet. He's shooting Bree's dead body through the door.
Trent is also showing here why Armando is no longer legally allowed to own firearms.
That's also very true. After this, Trent, Clay, and Jenna leave the house and they start running. Trent drops his gun in the water and then sees a tow truck stop for him on the road. Jason shows up behind him, gives him the business, the machete through the back, and then basically attaches him to the tow truck as the tow truck driver drives off.
Amazing.
And again, as much as I hated Trent and I wanted something a little bit more epic for Trent's death, but this is as good as it gets. I mean, the machete through the back, fine. And then he picks him when he puts him on the little spikes on the back of the tow truck, and the tow truck driver's like, fuck this, and he drives off, and Trent's still like half alive, and he's just like wiggling as his feet are dragging on the road. I was like, all right, okay. I was happy with that. I was happy with how he went out.
He's on a dirt road in that beat up tow truck. That thing's just going to be bouncing like a fucking lowrider.
Yeah.
And dude, that is just going to eat up Trent's inside slowly and sweetly. It was a delicious kill. I was very happy he went out so painfully.
And Trent hates the pores more than I do. So to have him go out attached to the back of a dirty tow truck was just, I thought it was appropriate. Clay and Jenna then get to Jason's abandoned cabin. They find his little underground lair. They explore the underground. Clay finds his sister Whitney chained to a wall. They set her free and all three of them search for an exit here. And then Jenna takes a machete through the back as they go through a hole in the wall. Clay and Whitney find a way out of the underground tunnels, but Jason finds them, beats the fuck out of Clay here. And then he finds Jenna, but she gets away with a banged up Clay. I don't know that I'm walking after being body slammed by basically what seems to be like a WWE wrestler here. But Clay, you talk about I think it was Chelsea earlier in the movie, how she could take a hit when she gets hit by the boat. Clay can take a goddamn hit in this movie.
Oh yeah, well, dude, Sam Winchester, bro, supernatural all day long. He was in like, look, it's no disrespect to fucking Jared Padalecki because whatever. I know he's supposed to be a different character, but that guy's fucking Sam Winchester every time.
After Jason finds them again, we get a toe-to-toe between Jason and Clay until Whitney steps in, pretends to be Jason's mother, confuses him long enough for Clay to get the chain around his neck, and then it gets caught in like the wood chipper, so he's getting dragged back, and then Whitney stabs Jason in the chest with his own machete. So I liked this whole fight. It's not really is it a fight if one person is just beating the fuck out of another person? That's just a beat down.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they called all of Mike Tyson's boxing matches. They were fights.
Very true. So I guess technically this is a fight, but
yeah,
I like this whole scene. And then the movie ends here as Clay and Whitney dump Jason's body into the lake before they leave. Jason then bursts through the wooden dock and then grabs Whitney and cut to black, and the movie ends. This was the only thing I really didn't like. And again, I know it's kind of like the throwback to the boat thing and the original and yada yada. But why are we dumping his body in the lake? Just if you're gonna do anything, throw his ass into the goddamn wood chipper and then leave.
No, I'm with you. Just leave.
Yeah. Like, if
why
you're
are
going
you
to
sticking around here?
Yes, if you're going to do anything with the body, like, she stabs him with the machete, and then I'm like, cool job, sis. We're getting out of here. Like, we're leaving immediately. Hey, guess what I just got? A brand new Escalade. it's parked outside of Trent's house. We're getting the fuck out of here. But if you're going to do anything, like we gotta do something. Yeah, it's wood chipper time. Okay, it's not tie him to a rock and dump him into the lake time. That's some white people shit. Like, are you gonna dig him a grave, put a little cross on it because like that's what you're supposed to do?
Well, they had to respect his wishes because he was Muslim.
Okay.
And he wanted a burial at sea like Osama bin Laden.
Is it possible this story is true?
I like the symbolism of because you put him back in the lake, you throw his mask in there, you throw the locket in there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're leaving room, right, for the sequel. The inevitable sequel. Fine, I get it. I agree with you. Logically, this is the dumbest fuck. I ain't touching him. You out of your mind? He looked fucked up before I put his back of his head through a wood chipper. I ain't touching shit.
Dude, he looks like he smells like a gutter rat. Like,
yeah, dude, there's no fucking way. I'm done. I am not stopping, dude. I'm going to look like the guys at the end of Black Hawk Down. I'm running until I'm out of fucking Somalia because I'm out.
Hell yes.
And then I really didn't like, and I know why they did it, because the first one, him jumping back up through the dock, but also I hated it. I thought it was just trite and cliche. We all know it was coming. It would have been more shocking if it just ended and then you had an end credit scene of like his one eye open. You know what I mean? Or like him grabbing the locket or him grabbing his mask underwater. Something like that would have been cooler or more interesting than him jumping back up through the dock.
No, I get that. The jump scare. I like the subtle Like when some of these movies ends
Yeah.
and you get the subtle eye open or
Mhm.
slight movement or whatever like that. Like I like those types of endings. But I mean, dude, listen. All in all, I was extremely entertained throughout this whole
Mhm.
movie. Again, I'm just gonna bring it up whether I took a break during a movie or not. Like,
Mhm.
no breaks. Watch this from front to back
Mhm.
without, like, I need a bit. I gotta go take a shit. Like what? Like nope. I sat through the whole thing. I was extremely entertained, and I liked this. When we got the request, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Like, I didn't have a great feeling going in, but when it was over, I was like, I really like that. Like, I enjoyed the shit out of that.
Good times.
There are little things in the background, like the wheelchair from one of the
Yeah,
past Fridays,
yeah,
and just these different little things they were doing as a love letter to the fans. And unfortunately, if I remember correctly, most of the fans pissed and moaned about this because Kane Hodder wasn't Jason.
yeah,
Again, this is where we come to that fucking intersection where I'm just like, I don't understand it. I get it. You guys fall in love with these guys. They're important to the franchise and that's what you love. But also, it's a masked villain who doesn't speak. It's not Robert Englund, right?
yeah,
I don't care who plays Michael Myers. Never have.
yeah,
I don't care. Unless it is a speaking part like Hellraiser. Cool, I get that. That's important. There's to it. There's a look, there's mannerisms. Again, Robert Englund, Nightmare on Elm Street. I get why people lost their mind at the remake of that. Totally makes sense because that was just such a complete departure from what the classic is. It was almost insulting. So it's like the huge fans of that franchise. This, I'm sorry, I can't get up in arms about it. I don't care who plays Jason as long as he has the look and he's
yeah.
doing the right movements. I don't fucking care. Jason's personality is not important to me in any
No,
way.
no.
It's him killing that is.
You were correct.
Yeah, I have no issues with that. I like this movie, and I like it better than, I'll be honest, quite a few of the other ones because
Oh yeah.
there
I
was a
mean,
lot
look,
of ridiculousness with this franchise.
Friday series started to eat camp as much as they could. Um, which is unfortunate because like the originals were so good. And I get it. You can only go so far. It's kids at a camp and counselors. And how many years are they going to leave murder camp open? That
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense. But that said, yeah, I mean, if you're going to reboot or something like that, this is one of the better ways to do it. You keep it
yep,
simple. You don't try to reinvent the wheel. You don't try and up like a social message in it. Halloween Kills. You don't do any of that kind of shit. You just have a fucking story of a
yep,
guy murdering people because it's his woods, his mommy, he drowned, yada yada yada. We know the story. Get to the murders and make
yep,
them interesting. And they did all of that.
yep. Absolutely,
So
and
I
they did
can't
it well.
complain. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
same.
quite right, like I know a lot of people be like, well, the acting again, this is a horror movie's supposed to be paying loving homage to the
Yep,
80s horror movies.
yep.
There isn't supposed to be a good actor in this fucking thing
Now,
at
listen,
all.
horror movies, I treat it like porn. I'm not there to see if the actors hit their marks. Okay,
No.
I'm here to get to the thing and then get the fuck out. I'm here to
Oh,
see
yeah.
the kills. Is it creative? Is it all of that? And then I'm out. If there's good acting as well, then I'm pleasantly surprised, and I'm like, oh, even better. I didn't have
Yeah.
to sit through awful acting, but it's not something like, well, DiCaprio better show up in this one. Like, it's a horror movie, guys. Let's settle down. But that's all I got. You got anything else for this one?
I think I judge porn way more than I judge horror movies, like way more harshly. Like, and honestly, if you hit your mark, That's a messy set. You gotta make sure that jizz hits at the right spot at the right time, or it's a Gallagher show. Everybody needs like rain cover. So, just my opinion on this subject.
So Corey's short PSA for porn actors: hit your marks or it gets messy. But with that said, for Corey, I'm Armando. This is Kiss the Reviews, and this was 2009's Friday the 13th reboot.